There's a kind of discipline that never breaks. Not when you're exhausted, not when everything goes wrong, not when you want to give up. And today, you'll discover the ancient system that builds it. You know the feeling. Sunday night, you make the plan, set the alarm, promise yourself this time is different. Monday morning, you snooze twice, skip the workout, scroll for 20 minutes, justify it. I'll start fresh tomorrow. Tuesday, you forgot you promised anything. Here's what no one tells you about that loop. It's not a motivation problem. It's not a willpower problem. It's not even a discipline problem. It's a structure problem. And the people who seem unbreakable, they're not stronger than you. They're operating on a different system. I ignored this for 2 years, watched myself reset every Monday. Not because I was lazy, because I was building discipline on sand. Here's what changes everything. Your identity beats your motivation every single time. When you stop trying to feel disciplined and start building a system that makes failure structurally impossible, everything shifts. But to understand why that works, you need to see what happened to Ryan. Ryan was 26, living in Denver, working a marketing job he was fine at but didn't love. Every 6 months, he'd hit a wall. Start a new gym routine, drop it by week 3. Start journaling, quit after 5 days. Download a productivity app, delete it in 2 weeks. He called himself a serial starter. His friends thought it was funny. Ryan didn't, because deep down, he knew what it meant. Every reset was proof he couldn't trust himself. And when you can't trust yourself, that's not just a habit problem, that's an identity crisis. He tried everything, like most of us do. More motivation videos, stricter schedules, accountability partners, habit trackers, nothing stuck past 30 days. Then, one night, scrolling at midnight, Ryan found something. Not a new app, not a productivity hack, an ancient system. 5 pillars used by Japanese warriors to build unbreakable discipline without motivation. Ryan was skeptical. He had been skeptical before. But he was also desperate. So he committed. 100 days. Day 1, he made his first decision. Not a promise, a declaration. He texted 3 people, his friend Marcus, his brother, his roommate. I'm starting a 100-day discipline system today. I won't miss a day. That's a fact. He didn't say, I'll try. He said, that's a fact. And in that moment, something shifted. Here's the system Ryan found. 5 pillars, ancient, proven, completely adaptable to modern American life. Pillar 1, the public oath. Stop making private promises. Private promises are whispers. Your brain ignores whispers. When you declare something publicly, to real people, your brain shifts. Suddenly, failure isn't just personal disappointment, it's social consequence. And your brain is wired to avoid social consequence above almost everything else. Ryan's text to 3 people? That was pillar 1. Pillar 2, fixed rhythm. This sounds simple, took me forever to actually apply it. Remove time as a variable. Not I'll work out when I feel ready. 5:45 a.m. every day, non-negotiable. When the time is fixed, the negotiation disappears. Your body learns the pattern. Your brain stops arguing. Pillar 3, the perfect form. Same sequence every single day. Ryan's was 30 push-ups, 15-minute walk, 10 minutes of reading, journal 1 page. No variation, no creativity, just repetition. Here's why this works. Variety is where discipline dies. Every time you change your routine, your brain makes micro decisions. Micro decisions create gaps. Gaps become excuses. When the form is identical, the brain stops fighting it. Around day 40, your body executes the sequence before your mind even wakes up. That's not a metaphor. That is literally how habit automation works in the brain. Pillar 4, no gaps. Not perfection, momentum. Ryan got sick on day 52. He did 5 push-ups, walked to the end of his block, read 2 pages. It was pathetic by performance standards. It was everything by discipline standards, because he never created a gap, and his brain never got the signal that the pattern was broken. The next day, full sequence, like nothing happened. Pillar 5, pre-decision. Before obstacles arise, decide your responses. Traveling? 10-minute hotel room routine. Tired, half reps, full sequence. Emergency, 15-minute condensed version done before the family wakes up. When the answer is pre-decided, you don't spend willpower in the moment. You just execute. Day 100. Ryan finished his sequence for the 100th consecutive time. He expected to feel relief. He expected to want to celebrate. He felt something quieter than that. Clarity. The version of Ryan who scrolled at midnight making plans he never kept, that person was gone. Not because Ryan became some different human being, because he'd spent 100 days building a version of himself he could trust. His coworkers noticed. They asked what changed. He didn't have a clean answer. He just said, "I stopped deciding and started doing." Here's a question I want you to sit with. What's the one commitment you've restarted the most times in the last year? Drop it in the comments. Be honest, you're not alone. Here's what I need you to hear right now. If you don't change the structure, you will reset again. Maybe in 2 weeks, maybe in 60 days, but you will reset. Because the problem isn't you. It never was. The problem is building discipline on motivation, and motivation is weather. Some days it shows up, some days it disappears without warning. You cannot build an unbreakable system on something that breaks. Every year you spend in the loop is a year of compound momentum you lost. That's not dramatic, that's math. I almost talked myself out of sharing this because it sounds harsh. But the truth is, you already know this. You've already felt what another reset costs you. Not just the habit, the trust, the quiet belief that you can actually do what you say you'll do. That costs more than any missed workout. The 5 pillars don't ask you to be stronger, they ask you to remove the option to negotiate. And when you do that, the weak version of you stops having a voice. Here's what this all comes down to. 5 pillars. Make a public declaration, not a private promise. Fix your schedule. Remove time as a negotiation. Lock in your form. Same sequence, every day. Never create a gap. Reduced is not 0. Pre-decide every obstacle. No thinking required in the moment. Ryan wasn't special. He was a guy who reset every 6 months until he stopped having the option. You can do the same. Tonight, not Monday. If you're done with motivation that expires by Tuesday and you want tools that actually hold, this channel is for you. This channel exists for one reason: to turn ancient wisdom into tools you can use in your life today. Every video, one idea, real change. If that's what you need, subscribe. More coming this week.